Have you ever been asked, when are you starting a family? Or don't you want a family? I've personally heard these questions many times, and if you have too, this video is for you. Today we're going to explore why this is such a common question for child-free people, how family is defined, what family really means, and who are the people or non-humans in your life that are considered family. Hi friends, welcome to the Childfree Connection. I'm feeling really good today. I'm Veronica, I'm 46 years old, and my partner Rick, who's producing behind the scenes, is 50, and we live a happy child-free life here in Austin, Texas. So we took a hiatus from YouTube to create a comprehensive program for the women in our community called The Ultimate Guide to Embracing a Child-Free Life, Finding Confidence, Empowerment, and Validation on the Path Less Traveled. So I did a test run of the program with a group of women all over the world, and it was so much more powerful than I even imagined. So I cannot wait to open it up to the public. So while Rick and I finalize all the behind the scenes tech, we are opening up the waiting list for those of you that are ready to tackle fear of regret, FOMO, judgment, pressure, and tons more, all while being supported by me and the rest of the women in the program in an exclusive private community. The link for that is in the description. Okay, back to family. I started to get the "don't you want a family" question when I was in my 20s, and it made me feel awkward and confused because that question would follow right after I told someone that I was not planning on having kids. I even found myself adopting the phrase, "no, I don't want a family," just because I kept hearing it so much from other people. And at the time, I was on shaky ground with my child-free decision, and I wasn't very vocal because I hadn't done all the extensive research yet, and I was still exploring my own feelings and experience about making this choice. People's beliefs about what makes up a family certainly differ. When you Google family, the definition is a group of one or more parents and their children living together as a unit. Now, I don't disagree with this meaning, but I also don't believe that this is the only way to define it. To me, this is just a starting point. There are several family structures that are excluded by this definition, and child-free people are certainly one of them. Before we move on, if you're new here, the intention of this channel is to shine a light on the child-free path and help you overcome the challenges that may arise from living child-free. If enjoying a happy child-free life piques your interest, you can support our community by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting the bell so you're the first to know when our new videos are posted. Okay, so in order for society to accept the many shifts that have occurred since the nuclear family, a broader definition is necessary. I also think that the whole blood is thicker than water approach adds to the confusion. The phrase acts as a solid reminder of family first, or that the relationships that you have with your immediate family members are to be valued over all other kinds. Now, sometimes that is the case, and we all know that sometimes it's absolutely not. Who makes up our family is up to each one of us. So if we go back to the question, "don't you want a family?" it simply means that the person asking you the question abides by the dictionary definition of family. So who does make up our family? We're gonna dive into that now, but make sure you stay until the end of the video because we will have a very special guest stopping by. Before I share with you the list of people that I believe to be family, I would love to hear in the comments below who you consider to be a part of your family. Remember that this is a completely safe and judgment-free zone, so there are no right or wrong answers, plus you will see how many other people feel exactly the same way. Okay, first let's discuss friends. When I was younger, I knew that my friends felt like family to me, but because I was raised in a traditionalist society, I didn't take that to mean that they actually were. Many people consider friends to be as close or even closer than extended or immediate family. Creating a family unit of friends that have similar interests, values, beliefs, goals can easily replace or enhance a lacking family structure. Today, I absolutely consider my friends my family, and I love that I am surrounded by such a loving and caring group of people. Now, whether you're married and not married, or however you have set up your relationship, our partners are family. I actually found it odd that your partner wouldn't be considered family unless you have children. In a research study done by the Pew Research Center, 88% of people considered a married couple without kids a family, but those numbers dropped to 45% and 43% when the couple is the same sex or not married. This study is from 2010, so I guess that those numbers might have changed, but we also know how slowly society moves away from tradition. What about community? Fostering connection through in-person or online communities, to me, absolutely counts as family. Rick and I have gotten to know some of you on such a personal level, which we absolutely love, but we even consider the people in this community who we have never met or spoken to a part of our family. I also feel extremely bonded to the women who went through my new program. We keep learning about each other through our weekly Zoom sessions, and at this point, I would be there for them when they need, just as family would. Pets can also become crucial members of a family unit. I'm fully aware that some people have the, oh, it's just a dog or it's just a cat attitude about pets, but personally it doesn't bother me at all. I go by my own feelings and I am head over heels in love with our dog, Eddie. He is 1000% part of our family and has been such a deep source of my mental and emotional health. Speaking of Eddie, I did promise a special guest appearance, so here he is. So this is Eddie Roger. He's here for all our videos, but he's napping and now he's not happy that I woke him up from nap. But he goes with us, he travels wherever we go. And recently we did a DNA test on him and we found his sister who lives in California. So that's very exciting news, right? Okay, so a side note here, I'm aware that not everyone has pets, so I did want to make it clear that if we didn't have Eddie, I would still absolutely consider Rick and I a family. Also, when I was single, I considered Eddie me a family, so the beauty of being open to the definition of family is that it shifts and molds along with the changes in your life. When people ask you, when are you starting a family, remember that they are asking the question based on their own personal belief of what makes up a family unit. Rather than simply defining family by a dictionary definition, each of us are entitled to define our own family by our own standards. You can have several families in your lifetime, even several families at once if you choose. Regardless of how you define your family unit or who's in it, your definition of family should be whatever works for you. That is all for now, friends. So if you enjoyed hanging out with us today, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified next time we release new content. Also, I'm adding these two videos here, which I think you will definitely enjoy. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we're excited to see you next week.